Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was cold as ice too, but I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence, but we betrayed him. Detective? That's it. I've made up my mind. But here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with just another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? But at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, Detective, thank you. Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly into the pocket. What's his ID number? Oh, no, hang on, that's the wrong menu. I was showing him his own ID card. He looks so sad in there as well. Detective Gumshoe isn't very photogenic, is he? Whatever you do, just don't say that to his face. Look, his eyes are all half shut. Yeah, and his mouth is half open. Hey, each of his shirt buttons is off a notch. He's got the narrow end of this tie in the front. Oh boy. I think this goes beyond being a photogenic issue. Yeah, but what's his ID number? You know what? I was like, if I look at this and it's all sevens, I'm going to be like, go the fuck away with that. No. That would have been amazing. Alright, Chief's office. Let's get back in there. Here goes Mr. Wright. Click. Beep. Because yeah, the fight also took place by the window, according to Ema, and that's where that knight statue is. We're in. If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. What are you doing here? You might as well just come with us and open the door. God's sake, man. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. Ghost of Gumshoe. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah, Detective Gumshoe. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking, I was just worried something might go wrong, so I came too. If you're here, then what's the point of giving us the ID card? Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. Did we just like... Urgh. Hey, don't do that to my card. See, now you have to go and really file for a lost item report, or at least put in for a new one. I hardly ever got a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky now. Come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Can we talk to him here as well? Yes. That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. Oh, so she was waiting over there. Okay. The knight could have been over there, though, for all we know. On that day 2 years ago? Is anyone using it now? No, sir, this is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself in our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk. No one except Chief Gant. And the cleaning lady who's here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. I mean, just because that's where the fight took place as well, doesn't mean to say that the guy still didn't get skewered on the night. Like I said, Ema thought she saw the stabbing, but didn't, because the power was out, then she collapsed. Minutes could have gone by where the struggle went round the office. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of those SL9 crime scenes. I mean, it's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind, don't worry about it. Okay, let's look around. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? When someone tells you don't worry about it, you're supposed to start bothering you, pal. Didn't get that. You don't just let it go at that. Sorry? This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. Thank you for catching me up from 3 hours ago. What do we think of him? So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. There you go, ignoring me again. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look around at everything. Let's spray everything as well. Fingerprint everything. This is the real deal, isn't it? Armor and these weapons? Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What, you mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay. You're 16 for crying out loud. Shh, be careful what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. The hell? Is this room curse-free? I don't think so, no. I think everything in this room is cursed. I mean, have you seen the guy that works out of it? He looks like a demon wizard. I don't think he would fit in that armor. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Could I tell you, guys don't know how scary that guy can be. This time you called the judge retarded, you got banned. Okay. Can you see? You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop that suit of armor here... Oh god, she's doing calculations again. At first the chief wanted to use stained glass for this window. Really? Why didn't he? They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view. Stained glass or not, it's a huge window. What's she getting at? What is the significance of it being a huge window? Wow, look at the size of the Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier, he did put something in the desk. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. Right, we should get that. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. So this will be the SL9 evidence list. Look at the case name! Huh? SL9 incident? I wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said I wondered what... No, about the evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long. We heard this as well from Edgeworth, right? He also said that the evidence lists are usually much longer and his was shorter. This guy looks like a Pokemon. That's right, I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-size list of evidence, okay. Yeah, Edgeworth said the same thing. Seemed too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about the case. It would appear so. So it was ripped in half, so all we've got is this part. Is that why it's half as long? Because it's been ripped in half? I mean, it doesn't look very ripped. What? Why is this? What this is, looks like someone drew a kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? Can't make it out. I'd better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? Better not forget about this picture. That's what Emma says she saw. Why would that be drawn on the back of the evidence list? That's weird. Anything else in the drawer? Found that. A list of evidence from the SL9 incident. So maybe Edgeworth has the other half of that list. Interesting. Yep, we're going to look around the whole room. But yeah, you can see where it is, look. So that's where the vase was. Having said that, that wouldn't be there, would it then? That would be further over. When you look at the picture. There's no safe there. And the night seems much closer in, so things have been moved. This was taken the day Joe Dart ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma, supposedly. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here, then went along with Chief Gant to question Dark. Why haven't I checked the safe? Give me a chance, Eric-I. We're getting round the room slowly. There's a lot of stuff to look at. I don't just zoom in on the thing I think is important. I like to look at everything. In fact, I usually go to the important thing last, because then I don't miss anything. I bet he never knew you'd be dead in just a few hours. Gee, you think? Right. But it won't let us examine the plate, so yeah. So that's the safe. Let's have a look at it then. This is a safe, isn't it? Safe? That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. Looks like a code needs to be entered in the panel to open it. Yeah, well, we don't know what the code is, so we'll wait a minute. It's a 7-digit number. I think I know what it might be. Let's not touch it yet. We'll come to this last. You normally do things from right to left? Ah. Now, I mean, I do tend to sweep through the room, but if I see something that I think is like, that's going to trigger the next part of the story, I don't like to touch it till I've looked at all the insignificant stuff. Yeah, it's probably all 7s. But it might not be. It's going to be too obvious. A 7-digit number. Didn't we see one of those somewhere? How about we try entering my birth date? Really? The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Yeah. Not even going to try. Not going anywhere near that one. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. That's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th of an entirely different building. When a detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office. He makes them listen to the organ for hours. What? What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ears. So this is an instrument of punishment, literally. Aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyway. That's besides the point. This mark looks like some kind of flower. Word is they designed it after the insignia on the prosecutor's badge. Okay. Yeah, like the one hanging from your collar. What? They have badges too? The design's supposed to portray the severity of the punishment system. Now that you mention it, it does look all pointy and kind of painful. But Mr. Edgeworth never wears his badge. That's because he's a sharp dresser. Yes, Damon Gant's organ is a sight to behold. No. A badge like that wouldn't go too well with his outfit. So sharp dressers don't need to wear badges. I guess everyone's just kind of let it slide. Let's see how that's supposed to signify severe punishment. Look at the giant window. Makes you want to crash through and jump outside. No, I don't get that. This is the 15th floor. I know, I was just saying. Saying what? Ever since making Detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that. Oh god. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams, so long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets fired. Don't say that. Shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleared them when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture in a frame left on the shelf. Hey, this is when Lana and I went to the theme park. She left that behind? Why? Why wouldn't she take that to her office? Maybe she didn't want anything with her sister on it, like looking at her, accusing her. No, Gumshoe's suicidal. It's like, don't do it, you have so much to live for. This was Lana's desk, it sure is tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner, there's not anything, not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gamp must still like it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff of legends are made of. Does he keep it in memory or of her or in memory of the crime, I wonder? Okay, I think we've looked at everything. Where is it? Satisfy my curiosity. I suppose after 2 years and a lot of cleaning. Spray everything. I will find blood here. I found blood. Whoa, there must have been this area must have been covered in blood. Is this from that incident? It must be. When Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, 2 years have passed, so the reaction's kind of dull. So a murder really did take place here. Really did want to find blood on there. So if the blood's on the floor from that far back still, you'd think it would be on here too, right? That's punched a hole in my theory. So new theory is the piece that's missing from the... oh god, don't laugh at me like that, Gumshoe. The piece that's missing off of the trophy is the actual murder weapon instead. Talk to him about anything else? Nope. Do you think he moved the furniture? I mean, not from what we've been told, no. From what we've been told, the whole place has been kept as is. But it's really weird. If they were stood here, taking that picture that's over there on the other wall, this desk is in the way. And the vase would have been here where the safe is now, because the vase is further off. Like if we use that plate as a reference, the vase is a little bit further to the right, look. And you can kind of see that pagoda there as well. So the vase would have been about here. You want a coin flip? So head for Matt, tails for Iron Wolf. Tails! Apparently I'm Iron Wolf. Why is all the blood on the other side? Yeah, I mean, that's... this is where they said the assault took place. Ema said this earlier on, that she was waiting here for her sister. And that's when the guy barged in, knife in hand supposedly. Then Marshall tackled him and they fought, and then she passed out, thinking she saw the guy get stabbed in the middle of the blackout. All she could see was when lightning flashed outside. So yeah, this is where the bodies were. This is where the murder did happen then. So it can't have happened over here where this was. Especially given the fact that the sprayer doesn't reveal any bloodstains there. Alright, let's try the numbers. Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date? It's no, we don't. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Yeah. Yes, that's the what we've been led to believe is that that's where the bodies were found. I mean, that is probably where the bodies were found, right? But yeah, supposedly Marshall got a good hit in, but also the guy stabbed him in the back, and they must have clashed together and fallen over. Because Marshall was on top of the Dark. So yeah, that's how it would have happened. So how the stabbing happened, though, is kind of weird. It's like if somebody's going to hit you and punch you, you're not exactly in a position to stab them in the back, you know. That's the thing I don't get. That's a very weird... If I were a murder detective, like a homicide detective, that would be very weird for me. I'd be like, are you kidding? So think about how the fight works. How would he get a knife all the way around to his back and stab him in it? You know, because he would have fallen on top of him. It would have happened simultaneously. That's the only way it could happen. So, I don't know. And also, the fact that the vase was over here and it's broken means that the fight didn't just happen over the other side of the room. It happened in this side as well. Because that vase had to get used as a weapon at some point to get broken, right? I wonder if inside this safe we're going to find pieces of the vase. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was it? It was all 7s. The final ID card number on that record. What? Number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 777777777? That ID number? You're 1 7 shy this time. That can only mean one thing. That Chief Gant's ID number. Yes, say. Anyone care to look inside? No. I don't give a shit what's in there. Of course we do. Of course we're gonna look inside, Emma. Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? $100 million. Look, it's a piece of the vase. Told you guys. It's a shard from a broken cup. Somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? God, Phoenix. There's something else in here too. That also looks like words. Interesting. There's a handprint. Looks like a piece of leather cloth with a handprint on it. Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? This is all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. Piece of cloth with a handprint on it. A broken shard from a cup, well, a vase. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Now we have to prove the relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on, there's got to be something we can show the detective. Yes, there is. So, That's the piece that belongs on there. God, these controls are weird. There we go. Oh, those are dark red stains, blah, 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 blah. I suppose if I show him that, but what's the cloth for? Cloth with a handprint, I wonder what that's for. Nothing I can verify. But we will show him the vase. Is there anything inside the vase? No, it's empty. I do wonder, partner. Yeah, it could be a piece of cloth from, you know, one of their garments. Detective Gumshoe, could you have a look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Oh, those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found. You mean this one? That was in the safe? Yes, that one. That was in the safe. There we go, the penny's dropped. Now you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Does the handprint have to do with the locker? Maybe. Can't quite figure out why though, but we'll see where it leads. Right, let's have a crack at this. She just happens to have glue with her. If I can piece this together again, I'll prove that Chief Gant knowingly hid evidence. Here goes. I mean, literally, it's there. Combine. It's an interesting shape on that look. It's like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of his jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed the piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But, hey guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just attached. It's different from the others. So? Yeah, that's got a reddish line on it. Oh. Puff and puff, yep. Okay, so that's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Interesting. So I wonder if maybe that cloth was used to wipe the prints, the bloody prints off of the locker. Let me actually try presenting that to him. That's it, how are we going to prove we hid the piece if we stuck it together? Oops. I can't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that. You know Officer Marshall? Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me. When I first started out, he gave me a small cactus. Really? He said, Dick, she'll listen to all of your troubles. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus. Hard to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him.